I want to bring in, I have seen, and I think we chatted about this before, more establishment folks who are open to Donald Trump. South Carolina Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster is one of them, supporting Mr. Trump. And I think that represented a very seminal shift here when guys like you were going to Mr. Trump. Now, you were early on, but the fact of the matter is we are seeing more of that. Now, the question is, does Donald Trump need to see a lot more of that?
I think he's going to be seeing a lot more of everything. This victory here has demonstrated how strong his appeal is to people all across the country, I believe. As you know, South Carolina has always been a bellwether, a good indicator of what's going to happen later. And this victory here today is phenomenal because he won everywhere and everybody against good, strong candidates who were throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at him. So we're real happy. And again, I tell you, at these rallies that we've been to with Donald Trump, where you have 10, 12, 8,000 people that can't even get out in the buildings, we have to put TV sets up in the yard for them. That tells you something about his appeal to the American people right now in this point of our history. We
were worried that if they had TV sets there because no one knew that he had won. But let me ask you a little bit about these concerns I was hearing from establishment folks, not like yourself, sir, who had expressed concern when Mr. Trump was taking on Pope Francis, and some of them were urging him, hey, lighten up on this, go slow. This is a little too hot to handle, and even though the Pope isn't as popular here as he might be in other places, you're playing with fire. Was that the case?
No.
Were people getting alarmed that he was going as far as he was?
I don't know if they were getting alarmed, but of course it's something unusual to see somebody who speaks his mind like Donald Trump does. That's something you can always count on. He'll tell you the truth as he sees it. He says what he means what he says. He doesn't beat around the bush. And of course, he's the man that can get what he says done. That's something unusual in politics. Usually people try to tiptoe around subjects or issues that might backfire on him. But Mr. Trump is totally honest. He goes right into it.
How do you know that? He's a remarkable candidate, Governor. There's no denying that. But he has evolved on some issues. The Iraq War comes to mind, going from pro-choice to pro-life. Now, all people evolve, I understand that, but he has evolved on a lot of issues. And other candidates, led by Ted Cruz, have been saying, well, wait a minute, you're not what you say you are. What do you think of that?
Well, I think that's nonsense. Because, you mean, when Mr. Cruz is saying that about Mr. Trump, that's nonsense. A lot of times people in private life don't fully formulate their ideas in a way to express them to people. They don't nail them down until sometime when it becomes an issue. When you get into politics, you have to be able to explain exactly what you believe, and that's when you have to understand it yourself. And so that's the evolution that's taken place with a lot of people. But I'll tell you, Donald Trump, he speaks the truth. He tells it as he sees it. And that might make some people uncomfortable, but that, again, that's his appeal. The people out there in the country are so tired of politicians dancing around the barn every time you ask them a question. They're looking for somebody who'll tell it straight, and that's what he does. And the people here love him for it, and he loves them. It's a wonderful thing to see. These rallies are fantastic. But he projects strength. He projects determination. We have to have a strong economy. We have to have a strong military. And he's the man that can deliver that.
All right. I'm going to put you down as a maybe on Donald Trump. But, Governor, seriously, very, very, very good having you, sir. I appreciate it.